Hello again everybody, welcome back to G-Senjou no Maou. In the last episode we thought that Tsubaki's little brother was being kidnapped, but in fact it was not. He was just hiding next to the house while we were searching for him at the park. And yeah, after everything finished, we saw that Maou, the guy, the evil guy, was actually at the park, or at least he's thinking and speaking right here with the park in the background, so I suppose he's at the park. So there's still the possibility that Maou is actually Azai Kyosuke. Okay, let's go on. This isn't a financial problem, but even so, there's a financial loophole. There are indeed many times when money cannot solve matters. Maou must at least admit that. There are emotions, love, family, certain kinds of pride, things that are more important than money to many. However, even for those exceptions, there's always a way to convert such things to something more fiscal. Maou's plot is to transform this issue from an emotional one into an economic one. That plot took on the shape of a crime in perfect form. After that, the only thing remaining is to see how Izami will respond. He left that place with a faint stride of an evil spirit. See? So he was at the park. And he thinks, oh man, another episode I just cut off with, like 10 seconds remaining to a cut. Okay. So I was saying yeah, he was at the park and he has the exactly right same mentality of Kyosuke. Okay. The next day I went to Dr. Akimoto's clinic. Hey Kyosuke-kun, good morning. The counseling room is clean and Akimoto is smiling like the Buddha as always. Good morning. I hope that how today is fruitful. As do I. You have school today, right? I won't be showing up until this afternoon, thought. Now let's see, what were we talking about in our last session? We were talking about my childhood. I'm surprised you remember. Oh, I'm sorry. At the end of the last session, I said something about you having a forgetful personality. Is that so? Don't remember, and it doesn't bother me. Don't remember? What about it? I smiled slightly. Surely you aren't implying that I'm suffering from some sort of memory illness? No, relax. You've never forgotten to pay your consultation fee. That's a relief. This doctor is pretty good with words. What I want to ask you about this time, Kyosuke-kun, he's pudgy, a round face closing slightly. Is your father? You mean Azai Gonzo? Feels like he's talking about someone else. I mean, your real father. Suddenly, my stomach started to ache. He was a trading company employee. Yes? I thought he was deep in that. He was always a wonderful father in my mind. I see. Otherwise, there's nothing much to say. I turned away from Dr. Akimoto. Did he pass away? Gonzo hasn't told you? Gonzo was the one who introduced me to Dr. Akimoto. No? He looked long and hard to me. Anyway, would you mind if we change the subject? I don't want to remember these things. I definitely don't want to remember these things. There is a door I've always locked tightly. Judging from your reaction, I gather that something truly upsetting must have happened. Is that right? Dr. Akimoto, please, change the subject. Good lord. I never once asked for any real therapy session from you. I just need a doctor's note, so the school will excuse my absences. That's why I cut up the money to uphold this partial conversation. Kyosuke-kun, even though you don't plan on cooperating with me, I refuse to treat this session as a formality. After all, this is my job. Spoke almost as he could see right through me. To understand, this isn't a game, right? Well, this is a game. At that moment, a proverb sprang into my mind. You can't judge a book by its cover. A book by its cover. There was something important that I was forgetting. That's right, you're an acquaintance of Gonzo after all. For a moment, I saw the expression of a wild boar in that pudgy face, gazing sharply at me. If there is nothing wrong with you, then please stop making appointments. I say it again, this is my job. My time is precious. You can identify with that, can you? In other words, Dr. Akimoto, you suspect that there might be actually something wrong with me. Akimoto shook his head in a vague manner. He never answered that question. Never mind. We were talking about my biological father, is that right? May I ask his name? Toshikatsu. I purposely left out his family name. You say he held a position in a trading company? In the Sanao Corporation. Oh, so he was working in the Sanao Corporation. Maou works for the Sanao Corporation. We are the Azai Corporation that works with the Sanao Corporation. See how things mesh together? They won. Whenever people hear of someone working at Sanao, they immediately get the impression of a great and well-educated man. This impression isn't mistaken. So, were you forced to relocate often? Did you ever go overseas? No, not very often. Well, not from what I can remember anyway. I'm pretty sure he was an accountant in the main branch. Really? You're quite different from most normal kids, so I thought that you've grown up overseas. I chuckled and shook my head. Alright, given your father's occupation, what would he need to borrow money? I believe he wanted to build this dream house. That was supposed to be a joke. This might just be a preconceived notion, but I don't believe that someone working as an accountant for Sanao Corporation will rely on consumer loans to build his dream house. Dr. Akimoto is exactly right. And in order to pay for his debt, father had to get his hands on dirty money. He was swindled. Swindle? You know, swindled by his trusted friends and ended up becoming his guarantor. Dr. Akimoto gulped when he heard this. Can you stop for a minute? Seems he figured it out. How about your father? An expression of fear and awe spread across his face. Could it be? Oh wait, so he's like... Well, let's see here. I don't want to spoil anything, but I think I understand what's going on here. Could it be... That's right. Toshikatsu, you said? I was aware that my hair was rapidly becoming cold. Yes, he's that Samejima Toshikatsu. After that, time seemed to pass in an instant. Dr. Akimoto didn't say a word afterward. He just closed his eyes. After leaving the room, I finally calmed down. I headed for school. Yeah, so what I'm thinking is that Kyosuke's father was actually a friend of this psychologist, and the one that swindled the father was the psychologist himself. So when he heard like the thing, it was like, oh wait, this remembers me of my past. So he was like in shock for a second and didn't say anything. Yeah, that's probably 90%. That's what happened. Oh, finally! Nisa! Upon arriving at school, Canon immediately began to pester me. It seemed that she's been absent from school for a while due to training camp. Listen! What is it? Everyone listen! What? What can it be? Huh? She threw her chin up into the air as if to herald her bragging. Nancha is gonna be on TV! Wow, amazing! Oh, when? It's gonna be live! Yeah, when? And I'll be a special guest! So when is it? He's like changes his reaction as he doesn't get, as his face, as he doesn't get an answer. It's a program called 24 Hours Live. Damn it, listen to me when I say something, you little bitch. Hey, not bad. If you're invited to be a guest on that program, that means you really made it big. What will you be doing? Well, I'll be on Central Boulevard, supposedly, and I'll be cheering some marathon runners that night. That night? And Nanchan's gonna be waiting where those runners come to rest, and Nanchan's gonna give them water. Is it so? Then a lot of people will show up to see that one day. When people gather, money gathers. That's great, Canon. Yay! Miss-san's complimented me! Izami was the next to speak. I've also been on television. Huh? Oh, really? No, it's an obvious load of bow. As what? Some gloomy chat there on a comedy show? No, as an artist. An entertainer? You could call it that. Yeah, she's joking about being in a, I think, a porn movie, I think. What is she getting at? So it really was one of those comedy shows. Well, should we really be talking about me? Aren't you the one that brought this up? You're finding Izumi. I guess it makes sense that we're a comedian. Everyone is so amazing. I'm the only one not doing anything that stands out, but I'm okay with that, period. My voice is cracking up again. Lunch break ended on a strange absurd note. I dashed out of the classroom right as the bell rang. I was waving my way through the silence as I spoke over the phone. Yes, this is Azai Kyosuke. I'm heading over there right now. I need to talk with Sano Corporation developers. I really don't want to meet with them face to face, but given the situation still hasn't been settled after all the time, I have to at least apologize in person. Oh, Azai-kun. Wait a second, I have to open the door to my cat. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry about that, but yeah, she was making some noise, so I had to. I heard Tsubaki's voice. I ignored her and continued my phone call. Oh, a bit late? I see. No, it's okay. Looks like I still have some time before the meeting. So, Tsubaki had a great timing. Azai-kun, can we get out for a bit? After saying goodbye, I turned off my cell phone and turned towards Tsubaki. Should be okay if it's only for an hour or so. Sure. How about Central Boulevard? Yeah, sounds good. She nodded like a little kid. I wanted to repay you from yesterday. Yesterday? For helping look for Hiroaki, remember? What? Alright, that was nothing. You're acting so weird, Azai-kun. We headed for Central Boulevard. Central Boulevard is always crowded around dusk. So, how do you plan to repay me? Well, how about I buy you a classical CD? Oh, a gift? That wasn't what I had in mind, but well, okay. What would you like? Thank you for your gesture, but I already own all the CDs I want. I should have guessed. You really do love classical music after all. A fanatic? Me? Well, I wouldn't go that far. If I called myself a fanatic, I'd offend the true fanatics. Wait, I didn't even call you a fanatic. Oh, wait a minute. Perhaps that will be coming out soon. What will? a CD by a favorite musician of mine. I thought she's taking a break from music. Publishing company is still releasing their CDs. When a company has copyrights to the music, even if the musician no longer play, they can still repackage and re-release the works. Which instrument does she play? The violin. Ah, the violin. Well, okay, I guess there's people that are not like into music and stuff, but you know, at least the names of the instruments. No, not violin. Violin. It's a V. Sorry. Her interpretation of air is my favorite. By air, you mean air on the G string. It's a movie that it brings tears to my eyes. Recently, I heard it's been used as a requiem. I can see why too. I wouldn't mind resting in peace if I got to do so to that song. Well, that's some pretty fucked up talk right there. So is air on the G string a requiem? Well, not really, but hey, you remember that big terrorist attack in America a while back? It was used during that. Wow, I didn't know that. Anyway, I'm really looking forward to it. You look really happy. Yeah. You look really happy. Again, like 2 times. Why didn't you say that twice? Zaikun, you're immediately brighten out whenever you talk about classical music. Well, maybe. Whenever I see you like this, I also feel happier for some reason. I see. She really can spot some corny things, and so naturally as that. Anyway, don't bother buying me a CD. Why don't you just treat me to a cup of coffee? Okay! You don't have any part-time jobs, do you? No, I don't. What about an allowance? I looked at the coffee sitting in front of me. The coffee Tsubaki paid for. No, my family is not that well off. So have you been saving your money? Yeah, some. I had jobs over New Year's and summer break. I can get by with this. With those. Don't work during semester? Well, I had to go to the kindergarten to pick up my brother, so I don't have time to work after school. I see. That's why you went home so quickly that other time. I'm pretty sure this is the second time I've had coffee with Tsubaki. Last time, we just chatted for a while before pairing. Actually, I'll need to head down there soon. To Hiraki's kindergarten? Tsubaki's nodded. I decided to use this opportunity to get some information. Well, you have quite a large family, right? Yeah, were you surprised? What about family expenses? Your budget's generally pretty tight, huh? I'm not sure. It's never been that bad. I put on a gentle face. You know, I heard something from an acquaintance in real estate. What? Your family's land is situated right in the middle of a market hotspot right now. Your folks might as well be sitting on a gold mine. It does seem that way. And don't take this the wrong way, but if your dad decides to sell, there are supposedly people willing to pay for your move and the first month rent at your new house. Tsubaki remained silent. I shouldn't push her too quickly. Sorry, you probably don't want to move, do you? It's okay, you're just worried about us, right? Well, the reality is they're backed by Sano. The local government seems to be cooperating with them in the development of this tourist attraction as well. Things might get hairy if you keep rejecting their offers. My neighborhood has definitely been changing lately, and neighbors have started to move away one by one. Well, while the term land sharks does sound bad, they're thinking about what's best for everyone. Those moving out as well as those developing. Yeah, if there was an amusement park near the Sky Resort, the whole city would be happy. I thought those developing the land benefit far more than those people who push into selling their family land. So, it's been around 20 minutes like usual. I hope you liked this episode, and be sure to release another one until the game ends, of course. And yep, I hope you liked it, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!